The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Killjoy! Just begun. I miscalculated. Freeze!
Cut to the chase! No one escapes my sight! Windblade! Don't blink!
Looks like I went too far.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Stay right there.
The ancient gods attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like that time in Julian Karst! Wow! It's a Madame Pink shockwave! This grid is really strong!
This isn't good.
Cut to the chase!
My work finished. Now you're not going anywhere. It isn't time for don't get Frozen.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Speed of light!
I guess this is it.
fun.
Prepare to be blown away!
My duty. At an end.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right? Nowhere to hide.
Let me amuse you. Let it rain.
Don't get frostbite.
Let's end this quickly. I miscalculated.
Windblade.
Let's begin.
With sword comes shadow.
Let's end this. This isn't good. I will end you.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
¿Qué pasó aquí? Perdí. Creo que perdí. Creo que perdí.
Though the clouds may darken and light turn to gloom.
According to coaching, this is... Excuse me,
Espera.
do you...
Pero
Yes. How many?
It's not convenient to speak of...
Ah, well said. Please use this to ascend to the chain.
pero
Yep,
And yet the code they use.
¿cuánto retrocedí? Esto yo ya lo había hecho. Y esto es muy atrás antes de la pelea. ¿Cuánto retrocedí? Ah, muy bien.
if we hadn't happened to see the Jade Cha- Do we...
Ok, eso ya me lo sé.
What are you?
Hold on, it's the Adepti!
Faced with the calamity of...
Oh, Paimon gets... just seeing this
It's not just you. Which is why we must stop that...
So the Archon War was fought... So will the power of the...
We've already discussed this.
What?
One certainly could. The Chi Sing did once and as fate would have it. For what could you
Eso yo ya lo
mortals have...
leí, así que no tengo que leerlo de nuevo.
I suppose so be it. We haven't a moment to... Yep.
Qué bien que estoy grabando esto.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Grecian ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
¿Quién va primero?
All able Millilith, with me!
Todo fríamente calculado.
We Adepti have not faced the god in several millennia. Let one see what
Okay,
you're made
vámonos.
of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
¿Qué? No.
You can't run! Well,
Congelado.
Speed of light! Hey!
¿Qué sigue? Acá.
Nowhere to hide. Incoming!
looks like I went too far.
¿Qué sigue? Pero ¿cómo le quitaron vida a todos? Sigue. ¿Qué es eso? No
That
sé.
is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it.
Poder divino
Be careful
celestial.
not to get hit.
Ten cuidado que no te golpee. Oh, gracias.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
Perdón, no los vi.
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
The smoke will be frozen in time. Send this quickly!
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
¿Qué?
This is adeptal energy!
Cuando te quedas a tus
That
enemigos, ¿qué?
light from
No
your
entendí.
body! It's like the time in Julian Karst! Wow! It's Madam Pink's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
It is set. It is time for a break here.
Ah!
Don't get in the way.
Speed of light!
You're not going
I'll be fine.
anywhere.
With sword from shadow.
Disgusting.
Looks like I went.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Muy bien, ¿quién sigue? ¿Dónde vienen más? Si no estoy mal, el aguante ahora dura mucho.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit that perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Over here!
¿Qué sigue viva?
Set the citizens. Shine.
Puta. No, 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 no.
Cut to the chase.
You're not going anywhere.
La que más me urge proteger es esta.
Be gone.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
No escape.
With sword comes shadow.
Looks like
Are you here to play?
Oh,
Nowhere to hide.
This isn't good. This is it.
With sword comes shadow. The Patui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
quedó aquí. 10 segundos, ya la hice. 10 segundos.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Como esta escena, se ve bien bonito.
It's working. We just need to keep this up.
Se está cansando. Creo. Eso da mala espina, muy mala. Ay, espera, ¿estos guerreros cuándo estaban ahí? Ay, no.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
¿Otra? Ojalá esa sí
What do you
funcione.
mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Se ve bien fea esta escena. Eso fue la cámara. Si no se me el poder, Gio tiene escudo, entonces... Ah, bueno, se fueron volando. Igual no importa. Amo esta escena. Amé esa escena. Y espero que haya sido el final. Oh, ¿te imaginas que haya sido el final del juego?
Is it finally over?
Espero que sí.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the sigil of permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any way.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't...
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued... It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti... Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that...
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue...
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a...
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the con... I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze...
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity, as Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be
All right, all right.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as bad. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just meet...
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next...
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the sick. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the plate. Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshem Funeral Parlor.
Lo siento. Oh. ¿Por qué tengo una espadita flotando? Ah, se fue. Oh, muy padre esa pelea. Bueno, adiós el video, luego va para YouTube. Ahorita voy a seguir con las misiones, quizás algo de tarea.